A promise from Janet the First. So we will have no surprise. Lojza against Yinghua, except that the game isn't started. Oh, now
I need to join you.
Okay, then it makes sense.
You launch, I join, and then
it's
it
taking quite
starts.
some time to build the first house. We will see an Aztecs war, as it seems. And let's take a look at the map of Yinghua, who is on the right-hand side corner. Feels like he has a good wood spot on the left-hand side and a big, nice protected wood spot on the right-hand side. And this coal spot looks quite reasonable as well if he puts his production facilities here and maybe some walls. I think Yinghua is a quite reasonable map.
Yeah, I think the forward, the 9 o'clock position from his TC is really shielding a lot of his base, and he can connect to the other forests left and right. So yeah, this is a good map for Yinghua, no doubt.
So let's take a look. Our player in the left side corner, Lojza, Aztecs as well. He is having more like an open map up front, as it seems. So he will not wall too much. And he has a nice black gold and nice black wood with the berries. So I think he will most likely kind of wall here and play open for, on the top.
Yeah. Alright, what else is there to say? It's obviously a green version of Arabia, so more forest than on the desert version. The civilizations is Aztecs for both players, so yeah, we can expect some Drush FC, right? If it's so easy to wall for Yinghua, at least.
Yeah, most likely we will see a Drush, because obviously Aztec starting with this extra gold and this very good food eco, so they have a very strong Drush, obviously the strongest Drush in the game, so I would be surprised if we see no militia in this game. Yeah.
I mean, there's always the option to go men-at-arms, but if the map is really so favorable, might be a good idea to go FC. We'll have to see.
Yinghua, after finding his HE very quickly, has decided to go and scout some and is looking for the boards. But he's even decided to attack the scout of Lojza, and now he's taking a fight. And I'm not good if this fight is good, Janet.
It's really hard to see who had the first hit. What do you think?
I think the lands of Yinghua might belong, and both players decide to fight. Another village of Lojza is coming, and he's even going back. But now whoa. Obviously Yinghua now needs to retreat if the villagers come in. Maybe he's going back to the fight, and you never want to. Oh, he killed him, Yinghua. Sick, and it's 4-11, so no restart for Lojza possible
just
here.
After the 4-minute mark.
Jeez. So it wasn't very important to had the first hit at the first fight over here, but who had the first fight over here, because both players still had 6 HP left, and Lojza lost his fight, and that's a huge deficit.
Yes, to lose the scout is really bad, but to lose the scout that early is really, really bad in a tournament game. Yeah, this is going to be a setback for Yinghua, basically. Sorry, for Lojza, and Yinghua can basically decide what he wants, while Lojza has to sit there and wait what's going to happen.
Yeah, most of the times, because players want to prevent exactly that, to see what happens, they will try to do something aggressive. So if he goes for 5 militia, he has to go aggressive, tries to get some map control, or he will get fooled around totally.
Yeah, going to Lojza's point of view now, he hasn't scouted a lot. He found the secondary golds from Yinghua. He can maybe figure out the rough location from Yinghua, but that's about it. It's not.
Yeah, he kind of has to know that Yinghua has to be somewhere around here or here, but this will not give you too much intel about his map and his strategy at all.
Okay, so.
And it feels like there are 2 sheep missing by Lojza, right? He only has 2 left at 6 minutes 30, and Yinghua has 4 left, so let's try to find those 2. Oh, over here, down in the south. I feel like, not even missing them closely, but
these are 4 sheep. They really are.
Yeah, a lot of wood gained here by Lojza, and it seems like he already has 7 villagers on wood, if you count this one. This one will obviously soon be building a barrack here, but still, she has 12 wood and is even sending another villager on wood. He will have a lot of farms, as it seems.
Yeah, heavy farming. Barracks went up earlier for Yinghua. Let's check out the barracks quickly. If we're gonna see 3-5 militia, can always play with that number.
Yeah, as you can see in the military count, it's still 0 to 1, and Yinghua having his eagle warrior still, so no militia produced just yet, but we're only at minute 8 and 6 seconds.
Yinghua has the resources, he's not housed or anything, and he's not making any militia. Will he just go feudal? Yes, he's on 400 food, he'll go feudal and then probably men-at-arms.
I'm a bit surprised, and Lojza is going full militia and is taking this upfront deers even. There's only 3 deer spot, and he was housed just for a short second there, having his barracks so late because this villager was building a house and this palisades wall and was walking for quite some time, so he was low on wood and therefore his barracks was delayed. But will this be a big effect or a small effect?
Hard to tell. I'm still trying to figure out what Yinghua has in mind. Okay, it will be men-at-arms. Militia coming out now. And he's getting the extra gold he needs for the men-at-arms upgrade. So that is what we're going to see.
Yeah, and obviously men-at-arms just wreck those militia apart, and if Lojza isn't able to get those militia into the base of Yinghua quickly, and Yinghua sees the drush, so he is in fine shape for now, and Lojza is going a bit more to the north, where Yinghua is already walling, so I don't see Lojza's militias doing any damage soon.
Nope. I'm on the view log for Lojza, and he's going not really the closest way there. He's missing out. Yeah, he's losing time basically.
Yeah, but obviously he doesn't know where he is heading. He's just clicking on the right hand side, and yeah, what should he do? He doesn't see anything, and the wall isn't finished, so the militia still will go over here because they think they can run through here. But let's see, Yinghua now arriving feudal age. Let's go in his view log what he's doing. At the moment, M&A forward and controlling his eagle warrior. Let's see what he will do with his foragers. Or not a forager actually. It's just a forward villager. It seems like an offensive archery blocking those deer, and the villagers are going back.
Just in time, right?
Well, they weren't under a really threat just now, and it's still 80 food left, and when they started 90 food, so he lost a lot of time, I feel. And only now Lojza clicking up feudal. He will arrive at barely 14 minutes. That's very late, right?
That is late. He was missing 2 sheep.
Oh, let's see. The villager has to get back. M&A just will win the fight, even if it's 3 against 5. Even great micro by Yinghua there. Now another militia is going down, and another M&A helping out. Great micro, getting all those hurt M&A back, and it seems like with this micro, Yinghua easily clears the drush of Lojza.
Yep. Nice defense there. Was a bit unfortunate for Yinghua. The palisade could not be finished on time. But, well, there is Yinghua with his forward. These archers will be near Lojza's woods very soon. Could potentially walk around the forest and hit the gold as well. So, yeah. There's gonna be trouble for Lojza, that's safe to say.
Yeah, absolutely. He's still not up and will need some more seconds for sure. Yinghua are even researching fletching at this time. Lojza is only getting to feudal age, so that actually shows you how much pressure Yinghua will be able to do against Lojza.
Absolutely. I'm just checking out the economy for Lojza a second. He has the resources, but I don't know, if you're so late, should you really risk a drush FC without many defenses? I think you should invest into skirmishers maybe.
Oh, another offensive tower, or the first offensive tower with only 2 villagers, and let's see if Lojza can actually seize that, because it is kind of close, but not on the side. And maybe this
No.
villager could be scouting this. Let's go into the...
Too late.
Oh.
Too late.
It looks like the tower might go up if Lojza isn't seeing it, and he's even retreating with villagers. Let's see, where are his other gold spots? Oh, he has a nice gold spot back here. So it isn't the end of the world that he loses this big main gold spot for now.
Will he be able to defend this secondary gold? I think Lojza will be off gold for a while.
I think he's building enough skirmishes for now, because he added 2 arteries before the blacksmith. This shows you he really wanted to have those skirmishes out before reaching castle, because he was fearing of the life of his villagers. Oh, a small misclick by Yinghua, clicking on the lumber camp there. And seems like a nice defense by Lojza for now.
No fletching for Lojza yet, by the way.
He's researching it at the moment, so I think he should be fine, trying to get back to the gold, but obviously denied by the Tower of Yinghua.
Yep, you were right. He can get gold now, pushed Yinghua back for the moment.
Skirms being the perfect counter against small numbers of skirms and archers, so even having 2 arteries here and the short distance, but Yinghua is coming with more, and Yinghua is very far away from clicking castle. But Lojza did build a lot of villagers as well. I thought he would have clicked like 1 minute ago, but going into like 8 skirmishers, oh, it feels like 6 skirmishers and 3 more villagers, means he's not getting castle up, and Yinghua will pressure a bit to M&A, obviously not very strong, although one is extremely low with 1 HP. Lojza getting back his hurt villagers, but the villagers are blocking each other, and the skirms are so good. Oh, and as you can see, Lojza clicking the archers on the M&A and the skirms on the skirms and archers of Yinghua, so perfect unit splitting there. And I think he doesn't even have to build this tower now, because his defense seems to be holding up for now.
I think the tower is a good idea because Yinghua wants to go full feudal and Lojza wants to go castle, so obviously investing a lot of resources. So yeah, I think the tower is not the worst idea in the world here.
Okay, obviously not the worst idea, but maybe put some trust in your skirmishers that they will defend your gold miners, but better be safe than sorry, obviously.
Yep, it's a tournament game. It's losers bracket, so whoever loses this match is out of the event.
Oh, and Yinghua just now getting double bid eggs. That's way too late.
Oh.
He lost so much wood in the meanwhile. Let's take a look at
Yeah.
his eco. He walled quite a lot of the map, and he needs to because he doesn't want to die against X-Bulls of Lojza.
Especially if you want to go full feudal, you have to get these resources, right? It's not like you're saving them for now to click Castle Age as soon as possible. No, in this case, this was a mistake. He forgot.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at his low food count. It's only 100 food. Now building a market, and I think he will try to buy himself
Yeah.
into Castle Age.
All right.
Let's
Still
take another look at the pressure point of Yinghua. And Lojza seems to be defending. And I feel like, how many villagers does Lojza lose? But for now, felt like none, right?
They're 4 villages apart, and Lojza is pretty much up to Castle Age. Before, they were both on 37 villagers, so exactly the same.
So it seems like even if he would have lost one, it isn't the end of the world. And I don't see Yinghua having a real advantage, although the points are very good for him. But he can't, he actually has to fight now, because in like 30 seconds he cannot take a good fight in quite some time.
I would even go out on a limb and say that the forward has not paid off for Yinghua. Didn't kill many villagers. Probably could not get out enough army because of the double bit X mistake there. So yeah, it's kind of turning around. 5 minutes ago we were worried for Lojza. Now Lojza might be dominating soon.
Yeah, he had a lot of army, but still fighting over here against the Drush. Had all his M&A back, and you want to the M&A to actually kill the villagers of your enemy and not fight the militia at your own base. So if he would have walled this part a bit earlier, I think the forward would have been way stronger.
I'm just looking at the woods for Lojza. Thinking if Yinghua would have placed the tower on the wood, if it might have been a better investment. But now gold is good as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Blocking a main gold spot of an Aztecs player, basically most of the time, a good idea.
Siege Workshop went up for Lojza in the meantime.
Yeah, let's see if he's trying to build a mangonel. I didn't really see the necessity. Well, he doesn't had to build it, I mean. Because I didn't see Yinghua doing a lot of pressure just now.
Yeah.
And let's see how the archers will work of Lojza. Oh, and if Lojza breaks here, he will get an easy villager for free as well. Obviously, because Yinghua can't retreat with this one. But
he killed a villager already. Do you see the body there next to the house?
Yeah, he's trying to get the walls up. Let's see how... I think Yinghua has to do more, right? Either get his army back, or build a tower, or get some more houses. What should he go for?
Drop another huge building, a market maybe. He can't allow these archers to get in, or lose a lot of villagers to them.
Yeah, I absolutely like the market idea, because if you build a market, the villagers could build it from like here or here, so he wouldn't get hit.
Check the HP from the house. 200. Getting tight now.
Yeah, obviously archers and expos, not the greatest units against houses, but only 30%, so I think he will get inside. Let's see what the reaction of Yinghua is.
Speculating to get a TC, but no, tower now.
Oh, a tower and archers? I think that's like... Oh, and he's walling there. I think that's like 3 decisions against one thing and...
Against 5 archers.
Yeah, I think like... You should have done one, not all the 3 things. Well, never mind. Lojza has been forced back, and now he's trying to take an okayish fighter thing. Yinghua is still not having all the upgrades, and it's +2 and expo upgrade, and Yinghua needs to retreat, although he has the 1 defense upgrade. But he cannot get back into his base unless he deletes a house now.
There's a palisade at the side.
Oh yeah, he could get in here for sure. Oh, that would have been great for Lojza as well, right? If he had seen that.
Yep, would have been in really fast. What else is happening? Tower went down, mangonel, and now even a ram. Yeah, it looks like Lojza wants to clear the forward there. What's hiding in these ranges? It's just 2 archers, 1 each.
And the archeries of Yinghua, exactly. Let's take a look at the villager count. It's 48 for Lojza and 47 for Yinghua. So no big difference here. 21 archers and even some mangonels against only 15 archers. So I think military-wise, Lojza is ahead, right? Unless he loses most of his units now against the mangonel, but taking care, and it's okay.
Yeah, dodged that shot from the mangonel. Military-wise, yeah, 16 to 21 in favor of Lojza. Yinghua trying to move in from the north, hitting the wood line.
And I think Lojza doesn't have a lot to scout that, so I think he might be losing 1 or 2 villagers. Let's see how his reaction is. No reaction for now. And now they will shoot, having +2 as well. That's 1 villager going down. Maybe someone else, but no ballistics will not help killing villagers.
Still,
obviously.
that's like 15 idle villagers. There were so many vills on this wood line.
Yeah, now they have to go over here and build another lumber camp, or maybe a TC, but I expect a lumber camp, but because I don't see Lojza getting... Oh no, he is getting stone, and he has extra TC, so... But he will opt for a lumber camp for now. And the army of Yinghua is retreating. Whose position do you like more, Janet?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the resources collected overall. Food, very similar. Gold, 1,000 lead for Yinghua. Wood, also very similar. It's hard to make a call now.
So basically, 1,000 gold more for Yinghua, but it doesn't seem like he can really get those 1,000 gold on the map, right? He already had 800 banked now, and you don't want too much gold banked. Although it feels like having 600 food as well, he might be going for Imperial Age pretty soon. And building a monastery, having a siege shop already, he might go Imperial pretty
Check
soon.
out the walls from Yinghua. It's stone walls at the sides at least. So I think Imperial is a good call here.
Yeah, absolutely. His weakest point are houses, and Lojza only has some expos and defensive mangonels, so I think. And Yinghua has mangonels as well, so maybe let's take a look at this fight. Lojza has the hill, but he's not taking a look at the fight, but he's taking 3 hits, and now he doesn't have the possibility to micro probably against the mangonels.
2 mangonels against none, so you can forget about the hill really.
Well, Viper doesn't.
Yes, that's true, but most players, almost all would run, and I think it's a good decision here.
Well, he had the hill, but he did see it so late, but only lost a couple of expos, so I think the fight didn't go well, but it could have went way worse.
Yeah. 2 town centers there. I don't think Yinghua will make great progress. 2 mangonels moving in also.
Let's see, now Yinghua has the hill advantage, but the low mangonel! And
that was the hill. That was the hill saving.
And he needs to snipe the betting ram. And now losing both mangonels. Great micro by Lojza. They are losing nothing except the ram and killing 2 mangonels. Yinghua now needs to retreat behind his juicy stone walls. Let's take a look at the point of Lojza. How far is he away from Imperial Age? And at 900 food, 600 gold, and not getting his main gold spot at all. I don't see him getting Imperial Age too soon, and even being denied by the second building.
Yeah, villager count 10 more for Lojza, so that is something. Gold mining upgrade coming in just now. That is a little late.
That's too late, especially in Aztec's War, where you depend so much on gold.
An Aztec without gold is really pretty much dead.
Not an Aztec. Just call him that. An Aztec without gold is just not an Aztec, because what do we want to see from Aztecs? Eagle Warriors, Jaguars, Onagers. What do they cost? Gold. Exactly. Yes. Now let's see about the micro of Yinghua. And not running into the trap of the ground attack from Lojza. Losing some skirms there, but getting out with most of his units. And now Lojza is attacking with his archers as well, trying to put some pressure on. Oh, and Lojza is even researching handcard now, just lacking so much gold. Let's see, they're clumped up with the mangonels, and 2 for 1 close to, because
3 HP
still has 3 HP, and he can't
so even the splash damage is enough there.
Absolutely, the splash damage killed the mangonel of Lojza there. And that's 2 for 0. Great. It's actually not a trade. Great move. Let's call it a move by Yinghua.
Yeah.
But on the same side, some shots from Lojza, killing a lot of expos there as well. Yeah. So it seems like the players will not have any expos left, but only Elite Eagle Warriors. Lojza, but far away from Imperial Age, and I don't see him having any defense like a castle or any stone walls. So I think those villagers might be dead pretty soon.
Yeah, I wonder why he built so much economy towards the front. I mean, he's not mining any gold there. Nothing really to protect. He could have built in the back safely. There's enough wood.
Let's see, Lojza. He has a lot of farms. Maybe he will do longswordman defense, but I didn't see any upgrades. So I think he will just go for eagles as well, but he's late. Yinghua has, as you can see, 0 upgrades. So those eagles aren't too scary for now, but they're still eagles in Imperial Age.
Unupgraded eagles are still better than no eagles.
True.
Which is the case at the moment. Also, Yinghua is walled, Lojza is not. I think that makes a big difference as well.
Yeah, and now getting his outside gold spot, because his main gold spot is running pretty dry now. Getting more relics, having a nice eco, getting +2 defense, and raiding Lojza all over the place. And now at the main gold spot, which will hurt Lojza a lot. And even
hurt him where it hurts, which is the gold. Yes.
and now he has to save those villagers, still being ahead 10 villagers, but this will not matter if all those villagers are in the town center and only now reaching Imperial Age, doing all the upgrades he needs, I hope. Elite Eagle Warriors. Only had 300 food, 500 gold left, but needs to build those Elite Eagle Warriors. +2 defense as well. And more eagles have to come or we will lose those villagers. Now +2 defense attack for Yinghua. What do you think? What should Lojza's next steps be?
Can Lojza go for heavy infantry? He does have a few farms, but I don't think it's enough, and he's being raided. Castle and Jaguar Warriors, not enough stone, so that's not an option. Looking grim. I'm not sure what I would do right now.
Yeah, I think he needs to walls a little bit more like those spots. Yeah, the walls would have been better. So if he would have put them here, not here, because he needs this gold spot. He needs this gold spot. Now kind of getting back on gold, but still so many eagle warriors all over the place. Raiding in front, raiding in the back, raiding at the side, and more eagle warriors coming. I think he needs to wall and build a lot of eagle warriors on his own.
The kill and death ratios are pretty similar, though. It's 60 to 58. So what I see a lot is that raiding doesn't get you too much if you don't control them very well, right? So for now, it's an even fight. It's not like Yinghua has won the game already.
Yeah, and Lojza is still being up 10 population. It feels like he's stabilizing now. The raiding kind of denied now. Still no relics, sadly, for Lojza. We will take a quick look at Yinghua pretty soon. But a lot of more raidings, and it seems like the main base is fine. But look at the count of idle villagers. 30 idle villagers. That's way too much.
That hurts. One relic for Yinghua, by the way. I'm gonna check the total gold collected again, because I think we have to have an eye on that one.
And Yinghua realizes this guy's going for eagles only as well, so get him off this gold and raid the gold spot. It feels like Yinghua doesn't know that Lojza's second gold is down here. No, he even does know, but he's trying to sneak this gold or even off Lojza, but will not be successful with that.
Yeah. Roughly 2,000 more gold collected for Yinghua, so the advantage is even getting bigger there in terms of gold.
Yeah, obviously getting raided so much, and now we see a castle of Yinghua trying to get relics as well, and a lot of villagers died this day, but still one left and other ones quite close by. So if Yinghua will get all his forces together and stand here and get this castle up, I think he has a huge pressure point against a very vulnerable spot of Lojza.
It's a small hill, maybe just 2 layers, but it's a hill. And if that castle goes up, I think that might be it. So let's see.
Yeah, and as we know, there's no difference if you're in steppe or in a mountain. Hill bonus is hill bonus.
That's right.
Look at this!
Oh, come on. Yeah, the gold sharing there. That's very.
Oh man, I
peaceful.
Didn't I just say like 30 seconds ago? Yeah, Lojza will deny this. No, he isn't. Now he kind of is, but so much gold lost, and even some gain for Lojza. So for Yinghua, I mean.
Take a look at the castle. Yinghua intentionally took a bad fight there, just keeping the eagles busy from Lojza, so that he can get his castle up.
Yeah, and Lojza's still ahead in points and having a lot of eagle warriors. So I think Lojza, although he has a very bad situation over here, if he gets in, I think he's in a better spot, because that's the first time he can return the favor concerning raiding the gold spots.
He needs a gate or a house or anything, and there's the house. So Yinghua is walled again. These eagles won't do too much damage.
Yeah, but he isn't scared of the food echo, he's scared of the gold echo. And I don't see any villagers working for Yinghua now on gold.
Yeah, Yinghua has 300 gold in the bank. That's not too much.
Not the best eco. Yeah, and maybe even killing the TC. I still like the amount of units of Yinghua here. Having 50, and villager count is still in favor of Lojza. I think. Yeah, it's looking good for Lojza, right?
I think Yinghua wanted to end this game really quickly twice. First with the man-at-arms and forward, and now with a pretty early Imperial. He could have built a little more eco in Castle Age, I think. Now it's still undecided. I think Yinghua could have taken this game by now.
Yeah, absolutely. He had
Yeah.
85 villagers, which is quite healthy for Aztecs, but having 120 wouldn't have hurt him for sure. Now, finally, Lojza got enough stone, I think, from the specs. Stone spot exactly. So that's this Frudico, just getting some more farms now to get out. Oh, Garland Wars from Yinghua incoming now. So
That's
I
a
think
big one.
Yinghua will take better fights now, but the defense castle of Lojza will be up there pretty soon, and Yinghua doesn't, oh, and he even sees it, but can't build traps now because he prefers to have Garland Wars first, and Lojza might do Garland Wars or try to build traps. I think building traps and get into the late game would be nice, but losing his gold spots isn't nice either, so I think he has to build a stronger army now, right?
Yep, it's really about the army numbers, because every single unit is cheap for Aztecs, so you throw really numbers at your opponent.
But they have the same numbers. It's 58 against 59, so basically the same. Lojza being had 20 villagers. I
Yep.
don't see him losing any fights if he has Garland Wars, but he needs some more
Look
gold.
at the
Those
TC.
wars would be fine. Yeah, absolutely. That's a bad
Yeah.
thing for him for now. He needs to, and I don't see him walling. Now Lojza has Garland Wars on the way as well. It will take him like 1.5 more minutes, and he shouldn't take a fight now. I think he should retreat with all his villagers. Oh no. Okay, very fortunate move for him that Yinghua is retreating, although he has +8 against only +2 of Lojza. So I think he should have taken this fight.
I think it was a good decision from Yinghua. Destroyed the TC, killed some villagers, and saw he was at a disadvantage in terms of numbers. So let's just get out and start a new attack, right?
Yeah, but wouldn't he have taken a good fight anyways?
Yeah, there was a hill. There was a hill next to the gold, so I think it's okay to go back. Oh, why is Yinghua fighting under the castle now and against? Is it higher numbers for Lojza? I'm not sure.
I think it's quite even numbers, but the two traps are killing the castle now. And oh no, it's higher numbers for Yinghua. Maybe
Yeah.
because he's fighting +8 against +6. And I don't see too much army of Lojza now, only down to 33.
Yeah.
Getting some eagles now to snipe the traps. And the castle will live for now.
Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at the villager counts. Yinghua has caught up, 84 against 83. Military count, 40 against 26. So, yeah, it's shifting really in favor of Yinghua.
The game now going on so long in Imperial Age, and both players building those heavy gold units, which are eager warriors, so they're running dry on gold. Lojza has no gold spots left in his base. He only has to rely on relics now, which he has 2 of, and some
Lojza.
neutral relics.
Lojza has 1 relic at the moment.
And Lojza is getting gold, and Yinghua isn't. So I think Lojza needs to regroup now and take a big fight in like 2 or 3 minutes, and he should be fine. Because now he can produce eager warriors, but Yinghua doesn't. But does Lojza actually know that? Because he sees, let's go into the view of Lojza, and he sees there's no gold here, only 1 small gold here. So if he had some more map control, which he sadly doesn't, he should know that he only had to wait a bit and get his better army, because Yinghua was wasting quite a lot of gold units.
The score might tell Lojza that he's not so far behind. Let's take a look at the fight at the farms there.
And Lojza losing a lot of villagers all game long, but I think it's still, if he had like 2 or 3 GCs and constantly producing villagers, which I hope he is. Let's take a look. Yeah, he is. I think it's good for him, because now he's losing villagers.
Check the gold
like
in the
we can
south.
see in the south. That hurts
Yep.
more. I thought he would have tried to wall this one here. Oh, he's losing so much gold. Actually not mining, and villagers carrying gold, and the villagers itself. So
Big fight in the north.
big
or
fight
is
in the
it?
north, maybe
Not just yet.
upcoming. But Yinghua doesn't need to fight at the moment. But still, what I wanted to get to, Lojza killing food units and wasting food and gold units. So I think Lojza should have more gold. So this game goes like another, let's say, 10 minutes. It would be very good for Lojza, and he has the back neutral gold. Let's take a look. Where's the other extra gold spot? Oh, it's here and close to Yinghua. So for now he's getting more gold. Let's see, a lot more ratings and some more fighting. And Yinghua is absolutely taking him apart.
One thing, the gold you've just shown above Lojza's base is not visible for Lojza himself.
Ooh, and not the relic either, so that's why he is not taking it for now. And I think Lojza not getting this gold spot, and I don't see how he can get it with even numbers of Eagle Warriors. You can't win against an even number of this thing. And now even wasting some in bad fights. I think he needs to do something creative to get back to this goal, but the population difference is now very big because he lost a lot of villagers, and even having them idle against Yinghua's 93 villagers.
30 villagers down. Basically, Yinghua has 50% more villagers than Lojza, if you look at it that way, and 20 more army units.
And both players realizing, okay, gold is very important now, so I will take better fights, and therefore both players switching into the champ line. Yinghua already researching champions, Lojza finishing longswordsman, and I think we will see more champion fights now and less Eagle Warrior fights. And they even longswordsman even coming, and I think Lojza should retreat with his Eagle Warriors here, even villagers fighting as it seems, maybe a misclick. And longswordmen obviously effective against Eagle Warriors, but you want to have those strong champs. 200 swordsmen now in research, but Yinghua is researching champions. Let's see, the barracks count is absolutely healthy for both players, so I think a lot of champions should clash into each other if Lojza still gets a goal, and I don't see that coming to balance. I don't like the map, but how could he get a good map overview, because he lost his scout so early, right?
Good point.
Now it makes a bit more sense.
Just after the 4-minute mark, and later on there's so much to take care of.
Now look at the population of Lojza, and Yinghua is still low as well, 130, and she didn't lose a single village of within like, or for the last 5 minutes as it feels, or maybe even longer. So he's, for not being attacked, pretty low on population, I'd say, but still ahead against Lojza. It's heavily ahead. Lojza not building. Let's take a look at the barracks, if they are building anything. At the moment only 2-hand swordsmen, but not building too much. So I think we might see GG pretty soon.
Yeah. About the scouting, I remember games in which Viper got pushed into a corner and he still snuck villagers out left and right just to build outposts. I think we've said it so often, outposts are underrated. This could have won Lojza the game, right? A relic and a gold spot extra.
Well, I'm not sure if you would have won the game, but
it
holding Lena for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If you would have had the champions upgrade, maybe getting out some like 2 traps, kill this castle and not lose his castle. So I think the game would have been longer for very sure. And now Lojza has to GG.
There it is.
Still a very entertaining game, I have to say.
Yep. We've seen the early scout fight, which was important. Then Yinghua going aggressive, Lojza defending really well. Then again, Yinghua going aggressive, which is with Aztecs early Imperial, not Castle, right? And again, Lojza holding against it. So it was a good match, even though Lojza fell behind and was exposed to a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I think so too. I liked his X-Pro Micro was quite fine. He knew when to fight and what to do, but I didn't like his map control. Like looking at the gold spots, taking the map. Obviously, the problem was he didn't see too much of the map, but still, just send around one eagle and let him explore the map.
Yeah.
The fights, obviously, Yinghua killing so many villagers, but losing a lot of Eagle Warriors. So this statistic would have been interesting if you saw like units lost gold count, for example. Let's take a look. Food count equal, wood count small favor of Yinghua, gold count, stone count. Lojza didn't get the forward stone, but look at this gold income. 5,000 more gold
Yeah.
at such an early stage.
That is big. 5,000 gold, that's 100 Eagle Warriors.
Wow.
If you do the maths, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not doing math on the stream. That's what I learned, but I feel like that might
Yeah.
be the exact number. So we're